Hello and welcome guys, today we have another ladder match between Bond and Francias on Red Rocks. Bond going Seraphim while Francias is going Cybran. Okay, land and land, so we don't have first bomber. Let's speed it up a bit, see how this player would decide to approach the center island. Usually people move the ACU here after the second factory, that is usually an air factory. And so 3 pigeon, couple of maxes, and then he's moving without even building the second factory, while here we have Bond that decided to stay at home, building his second air factory, and he sent one lone engineer take these maxes and build 4 land factories. Here there is a lot of reclaim in the middle. As you can see, the ACU is straight moving in the middle. And Francias has already built an air factory up here. GG already. I don't understand why, but okay, so build 2 air factories here. Maybe he's stalling energy. He was stalling energy. Now the hydro will be finished and he will be okay. And he started reclaiming, everything is here. Still have to grab these maxes. At the same time, here Bond built a land factory up here. And him finally moved his ACU here. And this engineer already built a factory, while the problem here is that Francias hasn't built any factory yet. He's built the first one, but he doesn't have build capacity with other engineers here, which is not great. He's using these 2 engineers to support his ACU building stuff. And Bond will reach the reclaim sites first. I will be able to grab all this juicy mass. We have a transport here from Francias. Let's see where he decides to go. Okay, as you can see here, lots of troops from Bond. And of course, if you don't... and he hasn't built the hydro here, strange. Decide to drop here to build more factories. We have a decent amount of mantis now. The ACU are approaching each other. The expansions here have not taken yet. Actually, Bond is sending the first transport now. Now the ACU start shooting at each other exactly in the middle of the map. Francias decides to save his troops. He's taking some artillery fire. And it looks like Bond has better units placement, more units, more big capacity. Both players are dropping the north side and not doing much with the engineers, and I don't understand this stuff. There is 2 engineers here and some other here. Here we have a PD placed, pretty good, because we will be able to defend against these troops. However, we have a lot of artillery from Bond, and he's been able to take out this PD quite quickly. This mantis staying close to Francias' SU, not doing much. It's not defending his factory that was producing units. And these engineers up here have been reclaimed or something happened. Anyway, he wasn't able to kill this engineer on top. And we have the first naval factory from Francias. However, in the middle, the amount of troops for Bond is overwhelming now, and all these factories are gonna go down. We have some jesters, so probably Francias decided he has to go for the snipe since he has lost the center island. Let's see if he will be successful. Only 2 jesters. Here lots of big capacity building More jesters. And the ACU is now in the water, can't do much else. Overwhelming forces from his opponent in the main island. Here we still have 3 maxes for 1. And now we have the floating arty that is approaching the base of Francias. That has built quite a number of jester, but this ACU can go into the water fast if he wants to. And he's actually going in the water, so he has to use a jester defensively, try to take out these artilleries, but the naval factory goes down. So doesn't look that Francias will be able to do much. He has to bring back his SU in his own base. The jester is attacked by a big amount of air units from Bond, and yeah, so these jesters are probably gonna die. I don't know what they're gonna do. They are harassing maxis now. Now Francias spamming interceptors, but he has this artillery still killing everything. He only has this jester left to do something. And he's waiting for an opportunity. However, I don't think that he will be able to do much. The only thing he has going for him are these jesters. There are some interceptors here that have now been sent to defend, and we have a Tech 2 naval factory. However, these interceptors were not enough. He has to rush some anti-air turret, and he's doing it, so he's trying to go for the power, Francias, but I don't think he will be able to do much. Well, the power is going down, definitely. Bond is stalling like he's pretty much has no power now, 100 power. Still have 3 pigeons here. However, Francias doesn't have much. I guess Bond has no power whatsoever, so he cannot build anything. So this game is really strange. Still artillery here, look at how many factories have been built. And now, of course, Bond has to prioritize his power build. And he's actually still trying to build air defenses. He hasn't realized that he has no power whatsoever. So the assault from Francias with the Jester was pretty good. And this Jester though can't do much on his own. Can still use them to harass all the maxis around or killing the... Still has 20 power. Bond is decided to not build any more power, which is really bad for him. He has like 4 factories try to build something, but they won't be able to do much. Let's try to build a pigeon here now with 3 engineers. Here in the base he's also trying to build the pigeons. He now has 40 power. Still have artillery here going for Bond. Try to... and now we have a torpedo bomber. But we have quite some Tech 1 anti-air. He's flying just over it. He's probably not gonna survive. It's not the best use of torpedo bombers. And some units are coming out. Now finally the power situation is going back. 180 power. We have a couple of gunships here. And this Jester is just here taking damage, doing nothing, which is pretty bad. These Jester up here decide to stop the production from the land factories here. Try to use this transport to do something. Now he's sending gunship to kill these frigates. He will be able to kill them because the anti-air is far away. And the Jester have been used to deny this land factory that they were not producing though. And now the gunship are taking out the anti-air and they're focusing the ACU. Just to be the torpedo or something in the water. Bond now is under heavy attack, even Corsairs. And he is in the water now. More anti-air has been built. This Tech Naval Factory now is building what looks like a destroyer. And we have a torpedo bombers. So this SU not looking healthy. We have an attempt of ground firing in the water. Ah no, actually a cruiser is out, so this cruiser must go here and save Bond. Let's see if we'll be able to do it. Now we have gunship sent to kill the cruiser. This cruiser is slowly going down. Chester are dying so fast though. 400 hit point, kill it. The cruiser is down. So now Francias doesn't have air offensive units, and this factory have not been denied, so lots of artilleries are accumulating on the side of his base. And he's trying to kill this SU. Ooh, 500 hit point. One more torpedo bomb. Ooh, 300 hit point. There is another one. Doesn't drop. He has to send it in another course because this cruiser will be able to kill it. Oh. Now Bond is regenning. And is just streaming torpedoes on this cruiser, sadly. I mean, Francias was really close, and now there is another cruiser in the back. This was quite an interesting game. Let's see if Francias managed to pull something out of the hat, but I believe he won't. Ah, it was almost gone, but now there are also interceptors from Bond. And I guess we can speed it up now. Just sending yeah, one more tour. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this game and see you next time. Ciao ciao!